Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I get emails every minute of every day. Unfortunately, a lot of the emails I get anymore are junk emails. I hate junk email. But I love getting emails from you, especially questions like these. And by the way, before I forget, my email address is chris@pirillo.com. It's no secret. From Vito, he asks, "Hey Chris, I'd like your opinion on whether or not tech blogs are overdone. I started my own." Don't ask me what that was. That was just kind of, I was going to do air quotes, but I realized that I couldn't. Tech blogs. There we go. Are they overdone? I started my own blog about a week ago, generally on tech news, Apple news, and my thoughts about what's going on. I just started to think, and maybe this is too common. 1 week and a few posts later, I haven't had a view. Not one. I'm not complaining or anything, because frankly, I wouldn't view my blog at this point in its growth. But when I Google my blog's name, which is very unique, it doesn't show up. I digress. What's your opinion? Are techie blogs too common? Thanks a lot, Vito. From vitostechblog.blogspot.com. So there you go. There's some free promotion for you. I don't know how many clicks you're going to get now, maybe a handful. If anybody goes and clicks on Vito's Tech Blog, just go ahead and just say, "Hey, I just heard about you on Chris. Thanks for doing what you're doing. I'm also a geek," yada, yada, yada. Network, that's what this is all about. Well, given that the internet is technical in nature, and blogs, and the setup of blogs and the management of blogs is technical in nature, it stands to reason that a lot of bloggers are techies, and they blog about tech stuff because, it's all tech, right? So yeah, it's kind of a crowded market. Wasn't always that. Certainly geeks have been around since, well, I think, really since the dawn of civilization. But as far as blogs are concerned, since anybody can set up a blog, and most people who are interested in setting up a blog may be geeks, well, then they're going to, as I said, blog about geeky things, which makes it all the much more difficult for you to get any kind of traction. So you may have a unique voice, that's good, but what else have you done? Where else have you been? What else do you do? What other communities are you involved in? It's a struggle even for me to blog about technology, to talk about technology, to write about technology, to talk about technology, to share my ideas about technology, because there's so many other geeks out there who are doing the same thing. Geeks who share my opinion and geeks who don't share my opinion. I still do it because I love doing it, and I love talking with the community and helping other people and giving them help and advice and learning from them and getting help and advice. But you can't just expect to set up a blog and then wait for the world to beat a path to your door, especially if then you're talking about things that a lot of other people are talking about. You got to do something different. You got to be involved in other communities. It's one of the reasons why I've set up a chat room, and other people set up a chat room and forums where you can interact with other people. And you can throw your thoughts on a blog in the hopes that, other people may want to read what you have to say, especially if it's unique, if you're creating something or creating a story or, getting a scoop on something and writing really well and, presenting something that hasn't been presented before. It's about doing something different, about being yourself, and, the way you are yourself comes across in your writing or your speaking or your whatever. Are you communicating on Twitter? Are you meeting people on Twitter? Are you in Facebook? Are you on MySpace? Are you in all these social networks? Where are you commenting? What other blogs are you commenting on? And if not, well, there's no time like the present to start. Know what I'm saying? No one's going to know you exist because there are a billion people on the internet. Well, maybe not that much, but there's a lot. At some point, there will be a billion people on the internet. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the internet just becomes a part of humankind at some point. Just integrating some kind of chip. Imagine having Wikipedia. Not that that's, an outstanding resource of information for everything, but I think you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, sorry, that was a little geek tangent that sometimes I go off on at, 2:30 in the morning. Tech blogs are important. But more important than having a tech blog is your interactivity within the tech community. What are you doing? Where are you? My suggestion, don't hang out where there are a community of haters, of I'm gonna go as far as to say this, cowards, anonymous, just idiots, or even idiots outright. That's not the place where you want to be. You want to go where there's intelligent discourse, generally speaking, mature discourse, differing opinions, but certainly where they elevate you for your intelligence rather than smacking you down. That's kind of important. And you'll find that in other people's blogs, as well as other people's forums, other people's chat rooms, video streams, YouTube channels, etc., etc., etc. I have realized this is a shortcoming, and I know there are a lot of places where you can get a blog, but one of the reasons why I accelerated my own site, lockergnome.com, to the point where other people can come in and start blogging on it is because I wanted them to get the attention they deserve for really good content, and to automatically network with other people who share the same thoughts or had differing opinions, and to do it in an automated, networked fashion. But more than just tech blogs, I was looking to expand the reach to people who weren't talking about tech. So in Locker Gnome, you are going to begin to find not just tech information, but blogs and information of all kinds. And then most importantly, I've tied that in with the ability to make money with your knowledge. Now, I don't know if anybody in the chat right now is blogging on Locker Gnome. We've kind of been in a somewhat private beta, but those who have generated a small amount of revenue. Still, a little more than they may have generated on their own. Because when you're on your own, you're just kind of this little tiny speck. Even me, I'm this little tiny speck. Even the bigger people may be just slightly bigger specks in the grand scheme of things. So by joining forces with other people, whether they agree with you or not, whether they're talking about the same things or not, certainly they may have an interest in technology, just not like me and you. They may have an interest in a topic or a certain part of technology, just to come into a larger part and contribute to a greater community will bring you not just traffic, but respect. Especially if you present yourself well and do your best. Be yourself. That's key in any blog, whether you're blogging about tech or not. Not every blog network or communications medium is going to work for everybody. But certainly, I'm very positive that no matter what, you have to find others, and you have to play with others, and you have to interact with others, no matter the topic. You can't expect to have your website out here and then just people just coming into you. It just doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes it happens, but the chances of it happening is not that strong. So, a few suggestions, keep at it, don't quit. You're certainly learning a process. You're going through a process. I would expand your reach. As Fort says, write well, proofread your work. Spelling definitely counts. Come up with tips, suggestions. Share your thoughts with others. Comment elsewhere. You don't be annoying, and no one likes an annoying person in any community. When you produce content in a market that's already flooded with content, you got to do it the right way. And even I'm still in the process of perfecting that. My angle, well, it's I'm a human being. I work at home. I enjoy talking about technology, so I said, well, I'll just flip on the camera, turn on a chat room here, work with WildRide in that capacity, Ustream with the video feed, and really interact with people. So as I'm blogging, I say, hey, I just blogged about X. Check it out. And then people in the chat room do, and they leave great comments. So that's how I'm interacting with my connections. Everybody's going to have a different angle. What's your angle? What are you doing different? Even when you're doing something different, what are you doing to promote that elsewhere, beyond your own little universe? That will get you to show up in the search engines. That, more importantly, will get you recognition and the respect you possibly deserve. Anyway, just my thoughts. I'm sure other people have thoughts as well. I don't think blogs are going to go away. More and more people are going to get them. And I love reading blogs about things that I have no idea about. Those are more interesting to me because, of course, I already know a lot about technology, and sometimes I like reading about that stuff, but I like reading about things that I don't have any idea about because that's how I learn. So if you've got a blog that has nothing to do with technology, and you've got some tips, feel free to pass them along. I'm interested in hearing about it. I mean, yeah, you're obviously using the internet, and you might have a blog, you may have a YouTube channel, you may have a MySpace page, or a Facebook account, or a Twitter profile, or whatever the social network of the day happens to be. My email address, once again, is chris@pirillo.com, and you're also welcome to swing by the blog, my blog, chris.pirillo.com. Just Google my first name, you'll find me. Google me. It's a lot like tickling someone. I Googled you last night. I know, and don't touch me there. I'm very ticklish. That was not likely the most professional thing to do. Then again, I'm really tired right now, but I wanted to get the video out while it was still fresh in my mind. I'm a night owl. Sometimes I wake up early in the morning, though. Sometimes. Not frequently, but sometimes. No matter, you can find me blogging, you can find me chatting, you can find me streaming this live video feed out over the internets 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I'm even thinking about doing it after I shuffle off my mortal coil, figuring out how to get it in the... I don't know how it's going to work. Anyway, you enjoy my presence for the time being, or not, if you made it this far in the video. Oh, the website where you can find the video streaming live? live.pirillo.com. Will you later?